hello everyone. How are you guys doing? I know it has been a while since I have done a video, and I honestly was not going to do a video today or honestly for quite some time because I have just needed a minute to take a sabbatical and just kind of step back from, you know, how can I say it? Not social media altogether, or like anything has gone wrong in terms of social media, but because I've just been so inundated with what's been happening with me physically. A lot has changed since my last video, and as far as how I've been feeling and what's been going on. But I just thought that I owed you all an update and to at least remind you that I am still here, that I am not going anywhere, that I am um, still in the fight, and we have a lot of catching up to do. I wanted to record this video and possibly upload it. Hopefully, I can upload it today, just to let you all know what's been happening with me, and to also let you know that I have not forgotten about you guys. I know usually I usually respond to comments in my videos, and even on Instagram. I'm pretty active and things like that, but I have not been on Instagram, communicating too much. And I'm sorry, guys, my eyes are just really dry. I haven't been communicating a whole lot on Instagram and on YouTube, like I said, just because I'm just dealing with a lot of physical ailments. But I felt like it's time for an update, and just to kind of let you all know that I'm still here. So where I don't know really where to begin, I'll just kind of cut through the chase. And as you can see, I'm in the hospital. Again, I have been dealing with shortness of breath and having fluid on my heart, and just having fluid throughout my body and things like that. So let me just tell you the dilemma that I am in. So obviously, you all know with this pregnancy that as time goes on, as the babies get bigger and things like that, the situation can worsen in terms of you know um, weight gain and just taking a toll on your body overall. So that is pretty much what's happening with me. Um, the babies just continue to grow and get bigger. And so it's a lot of strain and stress on my body. And it just got to a point where it just incapacitated me to the point where I could no longer breathe. And I'm on oxygen now. The situation can be reversed. And I am working on that while I'm here in the hospital. But the sad tragedy to all of this is that they are connecting the fluid on my lungs and my heart to, some type of heart failure, right? Well, all of this is stemming from the pregnancy because it's been going on for so long, and because the babies are growing and getting bigger, so my body, you know, is responding to that. So they don't connect those two things together. So I'm literally, as I told you guys before from my previous videos, when I'm in the hospital and they're giving me medications and they're coming up with all these theories about why this is happening and why this is happening and what's, I always let the doctors know what's going on. And the reality in real lifetime with me, with my situation. Unfortunately, the medical field has an option, has a choice. And when I say the medical field, I mean doctors and physicians and, you know, doctors that see patients can either decide that they want to help you, or they can decide that they don't want to help you. And unfortunately, I've had, you know, doctors decide that they did not want to help me. And when I say help me, meaning OB doctors not wanting to see me as a patient. OB doctors pretty much um, saying that they don't want to touch, you know, my situation because, you know, I'm a high risk. I'm a liability. So, you know, they have the right to say yes or no. I assume I had a situation where my primary doctor, um, knows the history of my situation with my pregnancy, and she recommended that I see a specialist, and she, was, really doing her best to help me. And to make a long story short, the specialist, decided that he didn't want to deal with me as a patient, and this is the type of, rejection that we get, um, being, with this type of pregnancy and things like that. So, the key to a lot of our problems is finding a doctor who is willing to work with us and support us. And unfortunately, I have not had that happen for me in this situation in terms of an OB. So, yeah, I know that I probably sound like I'm rambling and I'm all over the place, but honestly, guys, mentally I am drained, and I probably should have waited to record, once I've rested a little more and kind of got my thoughts together and things like that. But like I said, I always try to keep things 100 and give it to you real. And, this is just what I'm going to bring you because, these are real moments that, we go through. And I'm not always calm, cool, and collected. I am frustrated and I do get tired and it is overwhelming. So I'm not afraid to show that side of me either. So, just to make a long story short, guys, I'm here in the hospital just because I have shortness of breath and I had a lot of fluid on my heart, and they're trying to drain it all off. And they're attributing all of this to, the fact that my heart is just bad, and it's not that. It's the pregnancy that has taken a toll on my body physically, and they don't connect the dots with that. I have done so many things to advocate for myself, and the first is being a voice for myself. But you know, I don't know. You can't make doctors do anything, but it's just been rough. So um um I don't know what else to do next except I'm just still trying to get better. And sorry if this thing is crooked in my nose, but sometimes being directly at my nose is uncomfortable. But I just want to encourage everyone watching this video too that you got to fight to your death for yourself and for your babies and for your cause. You fight to your death. These doctors will come in here and tell you what you are not, and come in here. This doctor had the nerve to come in here and tell me straight to my face, you are not pregnant. You know, you are experiencing a chemical pregnancy, and um, you know, I mean, y'all, I just can't even really get into it right now, because at first, they complained about us not having a positive test and no ACG, and then when people's tests turn positive, and we get positive tests, then there's another reason why it can't be true. So it's like, no matter what we do, it's never going to be enough for them. So we got to start getting more into our insurance companies. We may even have to try to get a lawyer. You have to do what you have to do for your situation. I know what I'm doing for my situation, but I'm just encouraging you all to fight. A lot of women stop going to hospitals. A lot of women stop going to see doctors because of the insults and the, abuse and the, non sensitive communication, and just all types of rudeness, and you know and things like that we go through. It's hard to deal with that. So I completely understand why a lot of moms stop going to doctors and have made other provisions to give birth and have their children. So you have to do what you have to do you know, um, for yourself and for your situation. And so, I just want to encourage each and every one of you all to keep fighting, and you don't let the doctors make you think you're crazy, because I can tell you what can happen after a while, and someone keeps saying you're not this and you're not, and all of your tests keep coming back, a certain way. You can start to question yourself. Are they is it am I really, losing my mind here? Am I really the one that is, you know, delusional? Am I really crazy, or whatever the case may be? You can start to actually question yourself, and will start to believe what they say. And I just want to say, no, you continue to listen to your body, and you continue to hold your head up, and you continue to fight, because certainly that's what I'm doing. And I don't know how this is all going to end. I really, really don't, you know. But I do know that there is, you know, um, you know, I don't know how to say it, but just keep being faithful, and just continue to, to believe, continue to fight for yourself, continue to fight for your children, and you know, continue to pray, continue to trust God, continue to ask Him for guidance, and continue to ask Him to order your steps. And when one door closes, you pray and ask God to open up another door. When somebody comes in and gives you insults and brings you all kind of disrespect, and just foul play and cunningness and all of that stuff, you just continue to keep fighting, and you continue to keep pushing, no matter how many times they tell you you're crazy, no matter how many times they tell you no, no matter how many times they tell you this, that, or the other. You keep fighting for yourself, keep fighting for your children, keep fighting, so that we as, CP moms can, support one another and encourage one another. Because I'm gonna tell you guys, it's hard to stand when you always have somebody telling you what, everything that you are experiencing is a lie. It's not easy. And I know this video is kind of abrupt, and is probably just a little unexpected. in the way that I'm saying all of this, but like I said, I'm just cutting through the chase. I have a lot of backstories. I have a lot of stories to share with you guys, and I plan on sharing those stories. But honestly, like I said, I haven't had the energy to try to sit up, try to push myself up. I haven't had the energy to really get into all of the things that I have been experiencing these last probably 4 or 5 months. Last 4 or 5 months have been really interesting. Um, Honestly, really more so like the last 3 months. But I don't know, guys. There's a lot that I have to say. Is like I said, it's hard to find a starting point. But the most important thing I want y'all to do is not give up and don't quit. And I'm gonna tell you something. I don't. I mean, I don't want to say I feel defeated because with God, I'm always a winner. With God, so I never lose. But I will say that you know how somebody can win a battle, but they don't win the war. That's where I feel like I am. I may have lost the battle, but I didn't lose the war. That's kind of what I feel like. And, I'm just going to keep pushing and keep trusting God. And every time it gets hard, I'm going to pray harder. Every time when you don't think the situation can get any worse, whenever it does get worse, I'm just going to pray harder. I'm going to push harder. Okay, God, so this happened. So now what? What do I do now? What's next? The enemy definitely wants me to relax just kind of get frustrated with the whole process and just kind of give into, my frustrations. But I can't do that. I got too many people I'm fighting with and fighting for. And there's, like I said, there are other things I'm going to get into. I'm not going to do it on this video because I just know that that's not the right thing to do right now. But I will update you guys on some experiences that I have had. I'm going to share some stories with you guys. I'm going to update you guys and bring you up to speed to this hospital visit. So I'm kind of jumping the gun, but I just wanted to come on and just let you all know I am back in the hospital, and it's due to because I told you in my last video I had problems with breathing and walking and stuff, and so it just escalated from that point. But I'm okay. I'm better. They got a lot of fluid off. They still have about, I think he told me today they still need to get about 10 to 13 pounds of fluid off or something like that. But I don't know if it's pounds or what you call it, but I don't know. I don't want to seem like I'm exaggerating, but I'm gonna put this video up, y'all. I'm not gonna have a whole lot of description in it or anything, but just hospital update or something like that. Um, so I'm just soliciting your prayers. Ask that you continue to pray for me. Continue to pray for one another. I'm praying for you all. I miss you all so much. I haven't forgotten about you all. Um, I don't want to call any specific names because I don't want to leave anybody out. But to those that I normally communicate with and talk to, and I haven't spoken with in a while, you know who you are. I have not forgotten about you. I just have had to take a step back because my health had declined, and my priorities had shifted. So I think about you often, and I'll be coming back on with like I said, with some story time and some updates. But do not give up, guys. I don't care what these doctors say. Do not quit. Do not throw in the towel. Do not. Because if anybody could have done it, it could have been me, and it could have been today. Because today of all days would have been the day for me to just say, you know what, I can't do this no more. But I can't. I can't do that. I owe it to myself. I owe it to my babies, and I owe it to you. So I love you guys, and I miss you. And we're gonna talk. So I may do another video, more videos while I'm here, but we'll see. Okay, take care, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.